Hi everyone, this is Alma Ringer, and tonight we're going to be talking about the humanistic approach, the human perspective. When we talk about the humanistic approach, we have to talk about Elton Mayo. Elton Mayo, along with other researchers, they conducted a research called Hawthorne Studies. Elton Mayo was also the founder of human relations movement. When they did this experiment, the Hawthorne Studies, their approach was to find the human perspective in organizations. The first thing that they found is the principles. People wanted to feel important and be recognized as individuals. Interpersonal and group relationships greatly help determine productivity. Leaders who encourage subordinates' autonomy and responsibility are more effective than those who closely control their subordinates. A great opportunity for a humanistic approach implementation is an organization. This research started on the 1920s and 1930s. And as we can read in the principles, people want to feel important and recognized as individuals. In every organization, every employee wants to feel recognized. The relationships between the employees and employers, the immediate managers, that helps with the employee to feel valued. Leaders who encourage subordinates. This is almost like micromanaging. We call it micromanaging nowadays when we have a manager or employer that gives us a project and he's asking us and micromanaging our work. It doesn't trust us, and this makes us feel that we are not valued, we are not trusted, therefore we have it has a negative effect on us. The human perspective in organizations, the Hawthorne experiment and its contributions. This experiment was done by observations and interviews. During the experiment, the researchers found out that the attitude that the employees were having was more coming from the attention that they were having or they were getting from their employees more than the changes within the organization. More than anything else, it was the attitude and the attention that they were getting from the employees that was contributing with their attitude towards the organization. If they were getting the right attention, then they were getting a positive attitude. If they were getting not enough attention or not the right attention, then their attitude will be a negative attitude. The humanistic approach talks about the human potential that employees of an organization may have. It can only be obtained by this individual by human relationship, as human relationships have a major effect on the quality of the organization's performance. When a member of an organization can fulfill their role by knowing their potential, it will increase their individual performance. Therefore, the organization will be a successful one as a whole. What makes us good at work? Again, the attention that we receive from others, more than anything else, is what makes us strive to be better in what we do. Different employees' behavior in an organization. This all comes from the attention we receive. If we don't receive any attention, then our behavior is going to be negative. If we receive the right attention, then our behavior is going to be a positive. What motivates individuals in an organization? Feeling valued, feeling recognized, and feeling like we're part of something. Being good at what we do in our industry or line of work comes with not only experience but also feeling comfortable, knowing there are appreciated, and knowing they are part of something. The behavior varies depending on circumstances within the organization. Now we're going to talk about the different behavior within the organization, positive and negative. We're going to talk about the causes of positive behavior, motivation, attitude, and talent. Positive organizational behavior. The importance of the employee's happiness in the workplace or any other organization depends on not only their well-being, but all the positivity around them and within the organization. When the employee feels motivated and gets the right attitude or the right attention from the employers, when they are trusted in their talent and their line of work, that's when this causes a positive behavior in the employee. All these causes come from within the organization and from employer. Employees love recognition for their work. They also like salary increases for contributing employees. The majority of the time, when an employer can perceive negative attitude or behavior from an employee, finds that intensifying any of these factors causes negativity and enables them to take action before it gets worse. The employer has the power that if the employer sees that an employee is having a negative attitude, a negative behavior, the employer can take time and talk to the employee, make them feel that they care for them, that they care for what they're going through, what if they're having issues with the family, at work, or any other issue that they're having. This attention that the employee can receive from the employer is what is going to affect their behavior. Causes for positive behavior. Applying positive behavior at work enables the employee to be part of a successful organization. Successful organizations know that those employees that don't enjoy coming to work will be less productive. When a positive experience at work are presented to employees, their performance is greater in every aspect. Causes of negative behavior. Most of the causes for negative behavior in the workplace or an organization happen within the organization. An excessive workload. Most of the time, the employers don't know how is the workload for an employee. They don't know exactly what the employee does for the company. Therefore, they tend to give the employee more and more work, not knowing the workload that the employee is already going through. If they take the time to talk to the employees and figure out a way to balance the workload, this will make it a better attitude, a better behavior. Concerns about management ability to lead the company forward successfully. When an employee is working for a company and the employee is uncertain if the company is going to last for a long time, the employee tends to be fearful, to have this fear that the company is not going to last and the employee is going to end up with no work. Anxiety about the future, particularly long-term job security and retirement security. Lack of challenge in their work, with boredom intensifying existing frustration about workload. Insufficient recognition for their level of contribution on effort provided and concerns that pay isn't commensurate with performance. Employee motivation. Humanistic approach goes hand in hand with employee motivation. When employees get recognized for their best effort, they tend to excel in their position. Most of the time, using disciplinary actions doesn't work. On the contrary, employees can become resentful and stop being productive.